Welcome to this week's exciting episode of Inside Mbombela. I'm your host, LeoGrant. On this week's hot seat, we've got Collen Banda, who's going to help you kickstart your business in 2025. We know you've got so many New Year's resolutions that you wrote them down, you're trying to follow through, your nail business, your tech business, your this, your that. Colin is gonna make all your dreams come true business wise, or at least hold your hand through the process to make you splash and make waves in all the ways that matter. Colin Banda, welcome to Inside Bombay.
Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate for the opportunity. And yes, as you introduced me, yeah, I'm gonna take you through the process about what we do and things like that. Yeah, thank you so much.
So Colin, I know fine, you possibly expecting introductions and yada yada, but now even if we introduce you at the name, it's fine. This is Inside Bombela. We do not follow the rules. We create the rules as we go. So yeah, welcome to Inside Bombela. It's nice to have you.
Thank you so much.
Colin, your tagline, it's bringing inspiration to life. Like how does that work? How does that work? Like somebody who figure go I'd say I ngifuna ukuthengisa amabhombom, and what do you tell them?
Yeah, so our tagline is inspiration in our hands.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, then that means you've got another one now because I just gave you a free one.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. There is another one that says we bring your ideas to life. That one is just a marketing. It's just a marketing tagline. But Netcom Digital Technologies, which is the company which is our company, our tagline is inspiration in our hands. Basically, how that came about is because in this day and age, I feel like we have all that it takes to become what we can become. The inspiration, we have it in our hands. Yes. All we have to do is the action. Just have to take action. So that's how that came about.
Funny when you're talking about action, because we were talking about procrastination about 5 minutes ago, where we're like, because all the tools that we have to make this work, we already have in our hands set up,
Yeah.
Because sometimes this whole thing of waiting for the perfect time, it's not time yet, mngani. Yeah, but what do you tell somebody like that?
No, there is okay, not to plug them or something, but there's a tagline for Nike which says just do it.
Yeah.
So I believe in just do it. If you think it, you can do it.
Yes.
It's as simple as it gets. If you think it, you can do it. Because the thing is, a thought cannot come about something that you can't do. So if you thought about it, it means you've got the capability to do it. If you can't, then you can use someone else to do it for you on your behalf. But you've got the idea.
Yes. Yeah. Colin, I'm happy that this interview is happening after 2. Your creative juices seem to be flowing in the correct direction.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Carl, I'm sorry for being too familiar. To y'all who don't know, this ugly looking man has been in my life for the longest of time. Call him a friend, a brother, and all that jazz. And then, So, Colin, please tell us, how did you get started?
So basically, to start with, I studied IT. So IT was my field, but during my studies in IT, I developed an interest into communication and also media and branding, and just the aspect of marketing. So I struggled for a couple of years to bridge the two. How do I combine IT and marketing? Hence, Netcom came about. So it's Netcom. It's short for network communications. So hence it came, the concept of Netcom came about. So because I wanted really to bridge the two things, because I realized that actually, in as much as marketing is separate, it works with IT on the other hand, and
Yes.
IT needs marketing as much as it. So that's how the concept came about. But I was still in school at that time. That was in 2010, 2011.
What did you study?
I studied IT, so I've got a BSc in computer systems.
Okay, fine. Break it down to some of us who are not that clever. We sound clever.
Yeah.
We sound clever because
Yeah. So
it's
yeah.
a
So basically, it's computer systems. It's a concept in IT, in computer science actually. IT systems.
yes.
So yeah, so I did all those things, the programming, so like building softwares I can do there, and then I did networking. Then I also did information systems, things like that. So all these things that I do, the websites and the what and all these things, they all come from the IT space which I studied. So yeah.
Wait. So basically, you could design an app from scratch. That's what you're telling me without telling me.
100%. The softwares I've got, I did C Sharp, I did Java, that is in my programming. Then we did a couple of softwares that we did in school. So I'm very familiar with programming. Like, I'm very familiar with programming. It's just that I didn't go through a lot into that route because Mpumalanga does not have careers like that. The only place where you can get career jobs like that in programming and what it's
GP.
Joburg and Cape Town.
Yeah.
They've got companies that are dealing with all those things. So I looked at what I have at hand. I looked at my passion. I looked at what I like, and then I was like, no, in Nelspruit, what I can do, it's I can help small businesses grow and brand themselves and get themselves to a certain level because I can do software, so I can do website branding and marketing and things like that.
So would you call your business a one-stop shop where somebody can arrive with the idea and leave with an actual ready to work business?
100%. That's what I do basically. So, in the recent years, I was actually not on it before. I was focusing on the branding and whatnot. But now I've realized that, now I start from scratch. So if let's say someone wants to register a business, I also assist them with that because I knew how to do it, but I just didn't want to get into it. But I realized that most of the people that I do this branding and marketing for and all that, you find that actually some of them they struggle even to register a company. They'll tell me something like, "Oh, okay, you know what? I need you, but I want to register my business first, and then I'll come to you." Then now
Oh,
I realized I said no.
I'm
Let
losing
me,
them.
I'm losing them through that way because then it's gonna take 2 years, 3 years to register a company. Then he's never gonna come back.
Facts.
So then I realized I said no. Let me register for them because it's a very simple process. It's like takes 2 to 3 days to
Yes.
register a company. So now I decided no. Let me take them from scratch.
Yes.
If you want to start from scratch, you register your business. I do that. Then I take you through the branding. Then I take you through the marketing and all those things. Then you are ready to fly.
Colin, now when it comes to registering, I just got a brainwave now. What about could you register patents and trademarks as well?
No, those I don't at the moment. I don't. But in that regard, I've got a friend who does that.
Yes.
Yeah, who does the research. So what I do sometimes, if I cannot do something, I refer you to the next person who I know will do it perfectly for you.
When did you register your company?
Uh, well, so my company started in basically, I started the idea of my company when I was still at Public Works, when I was doing my internship at Public Works, which is 2015. But to register and put it in books, it happened in 2019.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was operating, even though I had not fully registered with CIPC, but I was operating from 2015 while I was still at Public Works. So, all those people at Public Works, they knew me as that, because I was an intern there. So, luckily, my supervisor was a very nice guy. So, he will allow me sometimes when I say, hey, I've got something to design, you allow me to just take a few minutes and design whatever. So, even some of the people that I was working with at Public Works, they'll have a birthday maybe for their kids or whatever. They'll say, "Hey, Colin, I know you can design these things. I've heard you can design this thing. Make a little birthday nyana for my kid, for my son, for whatever, then
Yeah.
I'll do things like that. And I'll tell them, you don't really have to pay me. At that time, I was not
You
very.
you
I
were
was doing
buying
it.
face.
Yes,
You were buying face.
I was doing it out of passion. I was like, nah, yeah, you can just get me a cold drink. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so most of them they'll actually force themselves to pay me. No, but you must tell us how much. So that's why the idea actually came about to say, okay, you know what? Maybe I should actually properly
Pay.
start charging these people.
I mean, they want to pay you.
Yeah, they
Who
want
are
to
you
pay
to
me.
say no to money?
No, they'll give me some of them they'll give me about 250, 350, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. I'll get a cold drink and whatever.
How
So, but
expensive
yeah,
is your cold drink?
but yeah, so that's how. So the idea started in school, but yeah, the first time when I started actually yielding the results, it was when I was at Public Works, when I was an intern. So uh, these people were coming, so that's how it all started coming together. And then I thought, no, let me actually do this thing. Actually, probably because I realized it's following me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not chasing it, it was following
Following
me.
you.
Because I would do it like freely in my space. And I don't know how this one will tell the other one, how things work in the working space.
Yes.
They say, who did this for you? No, Colin can do that for you. Then the next thing, there's this one, there's that one who wants the same thing. And I'm like, okay, let me do it.
And charge.
And charge them now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like this one.
Yeah.
Now let's go to. I've been saying your company. The company is called Netcom Technologies. And then the first time I heard this name, I was thinking this name sounds like it should be listed on the Nasdaq. Like it sounds so American. So I'm happy you broke it down nicely. Network and communication.
Network communications. Yeah.
Damn.
That's how the name came about.
Wow. So the inspiration for the name, did it come after a few beers, or did you roll a big joint, or what happened?
No, actually, the inspiration how it came about for Netcom Technologies. Okay, before I was calling it Network Communications. It was during the 2010 World Cup.
Yeah.
So apparently, what happened is that we had a school project where you had to come up with a concept about what if you were awarded a certain amount of money to do a project in IT, how would you do it? So I called mine network communication. So you had to break it down. Like, okay, they gave us, it was a normal project. So they gave us an amount. They say, no, you are given this amount, but break it down. How would you spend the funds, and how would you work it out, and how would you? So, and then you must come up with an idea, come up with a company, come up with all that concept, whatever. So that's how the name came about. So I called mine network communications. And so yeah, the project, I actually did well on that project. It was just before the 2010 World Cup happened. So yeah, that's how the whole idea came about. So now when it came to me, because then the idea started growing in me, and then I was like, no shit, you know what? Them actually, if I have to start a company, I want the Netcom. And then I felt like it was too long.
It is too long. You run out of ink.
Yeah, networking, communication.
And communication.
I felt it was too long. But also, I wanted to add something else at the end, because networking and communications, it's just other things. But I wanted to add something else after. And then I thought, shit, this way, like this name, I cannot add anything else because already it's too long. So then I broke it to Netcom, network communications.
Yeah. I think that was a brainwave of note. I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't know what space I was in. Probably I'd smoked 2 joints or something.
It worked, boss. It worked. You landed on your feet. However,
but by the way, I used to take a lot of energy drinks those days when I was in school. So maybe one of those nerves were hit.
I know. I know. So no, kudos to all those guys who actually bet for you. But I guess they do have their moments where they do bring in some goodness.
Yeah.
Collen, what goes into the design of like a CI?
The design of a CI.
CI, yeah, the whole corporate identity. Let's just say you've got Stelo tailoring. You registered them. So now you need to do their corporate identity.
The corporate identity.
Yeah. So what goes into that?
Yeah. So basically, there's a lot that goes into it. Firstly, I try to. So this is one of the things actually that differentiates the way I work with the way other graphic designers work and stuff like that. So, I prefer to have a one-on-one conversation with my client
Yes.
so that I can understand what they want to do.
Get the brief.
Yeah, I want to get a brief. Like, okay, you want to open a company, I understand, but what is your concept? What is your idea? What do you have in mind? Because then that gives me a broader concept to be like, okay, so if I do this logo for you, it means it's coming from this space or it's coming from that space, so there's a lot, but some, okay, for some that already have something that is happening, whatever that is going on, and they've got already an idea, I take it as they give it to me, then I just advance it and make it better.
Okay.
Then for those that maybe they don't know and they want us to go through the process, I tell them, okay, brief me a little bit about your idea, or just tell me what you do, so that they say maybe you are in you are into, let's say maybe you want to open maybe a restaurant or whatever.
Yes.
Obviously your logo has to incorporate something to deal with food and something like that. But let's say maybe you just want something general, you want to do a lot of things. Let's say you want to be in this, in that, in
Yeah.
that, in that, because we are allowed now to do that.
Yes.
So then I make it general but in a unique way. And one thing I also do,
Yes.
before I do a logo, I also do a little bit of a research to see, because what I don't like is this concept where you'll be like, hey, but this logo, I've seen it somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, so I also don't like that kind of a thing. So that is why I always tell my clients, when I do your logo, I'll make sure it's unique in its own way. I do it firsthand, like it to be unique, it to be something different. Because I know there's all these people that come, they say, no, I can do logos, but they use an app that just incorporate the same logo, but they just change whatever, and then it's a different thing. So I tell them, no, let's do yours originally, so that it's yours and you own it, and you can feel pride. You see, like my logo, Netcom, you won't find it anywhere. It's uniquely so. So yeah, that's what I do.
No, that's beautiful. I like that. Colin, let's move towards something that's 100% your speed.
Yeah.
What is an SEO?
Okay. So SEO, it's search engine optimization. So what happens SEO, it's search engine optimization. Basically, what that does for you, it's that it just help you to be Google searchable.
Okay.
Basically, to be ranked, on top. Let's say maybe they are searching, maybe the fastest place I can get food, or let's say maybe you're looking for, let's say maybe you're in a new place that you don't know, and you're looking for the nearest
takeaway.
nearest takeaway, or let's say you're looking for the nearest guest house. So let's say I'm on Google now and I want to search nearest guest house in Nelspruit. That thing that comes up there, it's usually ranked by SEO, but also Google AdWords. So that's basically how it works. So what it does is that SEO works better if you've got a website.
Okay.
It works better if you've got a website. So if you have a website, you can incorporate SEO such that when you search, it ranks you first. So you will find that there's these adverts that are written sponsored.
Yeah.
Those are paid adverts on Google. Then there's these organic ones that come after those paid ones, and they come below. So yeah, basically that's how it works.
So after you set up your SEO, is it only set up for Google, or it lines up with the other search engines like your Bixby and all of that?
Yeah, basically it can work with a couple of them, but Google being the number one, search engine, it works well with Google. It works well with Google, but also you have to be kind of like specific with the kind of wording that you choose to put up.
Those are the words.
Yeah, those phrases.
Those
you have to
phrases.
put some phrases such that the phrases that will be chosen quickly. Because what happens sometimes, you can set up So Google has got this Google page.
Yes.
That's the beauty about Google. It's got this Google page. It's a profile that you can create on Google. Then in there you can set up a page there that actually helps you to be searchable or in on your platform, but also it helps you to be easily accessible on
Yeah.
Google. Like you can be found on Google Maps, things like that.
Okay, beautiful. Now, Colin, in this day and age where social media is part and parcel of our lives, is there a need for somebody or a new and business or enterprise to have an actual website?
Yeah, pretty much there is a need. Um, Pretty much there is a need because I'll tell you what. So what social media does is that social media it's how can I put it? It's just your attraction.
Oh,
You know, like if you haven't, if you know those highlights, let's say maybe there's a new movie that has come up.
oh, so social media is the trailer.
Yes, social media is a trailer
Okay.
for what you offer and whatsoever. So usually people will find more on your website. So on your website, that's when you can document more stuff and you can engage even with your customers more and things like that. So social media works better as a trailer just to plug you to a certain, you know, to certain things. So
Okay.
that is why you find a lot of things on TikTok, whatever, whatever. But actually, if you go and click maybe on one of the adverts and whatever, it takes you to their
To the
website
website,
where you
yeah.
learn more now about them. Then be like, wow, shit, they actually do this, they actually do this,
Yeah.
they also do that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it works like that.
Colin, how since we all spend so much time online,
Mm.
how what's the best way to keep yourself safe online? Whether we're talking away from hackers, Pfizer's,
Mm.
what would you recommend? What's the best way or tool
Mm.
that you can use to keep yourself safe online?
Mm. Yeah, no, that one is a tricky one because at the same time, it's a pity that you know all these online platforms we expose our information all out. You know, we put our phone numbers, we put our things. There's things that we sign up online when they take our emails and all those things. But to just advise, I can say probably what we need to do is to we need to link our devices. I love what Google has done actually, like you know, like your Gmail and what.
Mm.
So let's say someone is trying to log in my email somewhere.
Yeah.
It sends me a notification on my phone
Yes.
to say, hey, someone is trying to log in somewhere.
Oh.
Then Mina, if I choose not to respond, it won't do anything. That
Mm.
person won't have information to my.
Yeah.
But
No,
if I
no access.
respond on my phone, then if I respond, then it means I'm giving it permission, or I can say no. So that is one of them. But also, I think probably we need to limit following certain links, especially if we don't know them.
Yes.
Because what these hackers sometimes they do is that they'll send a link. They'll say it will look like maybe they are promoting something. They'll send you a link to
Mm.
say, if you click this, you win what,
Yeah.
something like that. So I think we need to avoid clicking links that we don't know about.
Yes.
Rather, we need to click links that we at least know of or we are sure of. Say they're coming from a trusted someone that we know. Okay, if I click, I know
No.
what I'm gonna get.
Oh, but even if it's from somebody that you know, that person might be
Oh
infected
yes,
already.
yes,
So
yeah,
like no, get free 10 gigs of
yeah. Free
data by
10 gigs
following
of
this link.
yeah.
And
You know,
some,
there's those.
why would Vodacom be giving away free data? Yes, and
Yeah, yeah.
delete,
Delete and yeah,
delete.
yeah.
Yeah. So now
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, it happened to me sometimes. So what happened is that I think some link came through on social media and it was the first time I usually don't click those links. So it happened that I clicked this other link. And then when I woke up the following morning, people are asking me, hey, Colin, have you been hacked or something? I'm seeing you're sending some things that we don't understand. I'm like, whoa, I think I was hacked. Two people actually texted me. Then I realized, shit, I think that link I clicked the other day, I clicked by mistake.
what type of things did they send to your people? I'm interested.
Hey, no, yeah, yeah. it's things that cannot be talked about. But yeah, it's just one of those funny links, where someone just posted and then I don't know how I clicked that link, but yeah, people were telling me, no, but Colin never do post things like this. I think it's been hacked. So I think 2 or 3 people texted me and said, Colin, have you been hacked? I said, shit, I think I've been hacked. So that link, I think how it works is that if you click it, it starts tagging people that are on your contact list on
Imagine
your
that.
Facebook.
Imagine that.
So I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I just clicked. I don't know what I clicked, but I just clicked. Then it happened. When I woke up, probably I clicked it in the night. When I woke up, I think I'm like shit. But these people realize, they say, but no, I don't think Colin can. Because people know me, so they were like, no, I don't think Colin can do this. I think probably he's hacked, this guy. And then I said, hey, shit, I think I'm hacked.
No, it happens, my
Yeah.
guy. Well, Colin, Netcom, can you run us through the features that you offer, just to have a broad understanding of what you do and how you can help us?
Okay. So basically, to start with, Netcom is a typical IT company. That's the umbrella thing. It's a basic, typical IT and branding company. So what we do is that we register companies. So let's say maybe you want to start something, we register you, we take you through the process, CIPC, PE, CSD, and things like that. Then we also do the branding aspect. So I've broken down our services into 3 categories. So there's the startup part, which is the registration and what to get you started.
Yes.
Then there's the branding part, which is now when we do your normal branding, like to get you a logo, to get you your letterhead, to get you all these things that you actually need to just get you known or whatever. Those basic things, like you need logos, you need business cards, you need flyers, you need posters, all those things. That is the part of the branding. Then the third part is the website.
Yes.
That is, the website and the marketing. That is the third part of the business, where now we introduce you into marketing, because what I realize is that there's people are always in different stages of the business. It's either you are a startup, or maybe you've already started, but now you need branding. But maybe you've done your branding, but now you need the marketing for you to get yourself out there. So that's why I broke down our services into 3 parts. So yeah. So what we do basically, the first part, like I said, is the registration process. Then there's the branding aspect.
Yes.
Then there's the website. Then the
Website.
marketing part. That is the marketing part.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be the biggest difference between me trying to do it all by myself versus using your services?
Okay. So I believe in one thing. I believe in specialization.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe in specialization so much, because what I feel is, uh, if you are sick, you go and see a doctor.
Yes.
He's specialized in that space, and he's got the best advice in regards to your health.
Yes.
Because I'm not a doctor, I cannot advise myself how to you understand. I know I can maybe take precaution, whatever. There's the basic things, but obviously to get a broader picture and a broader idea about my health, I need to see a specialist in that space.
Yes.
That's how so yeah, that is why we are all basically gifted and talented in different ways.
Different ways,
So
yes.
to answer your question, I would say the difference is, what you want to do also, because most of the time a business person has got all these ideas. Their idea is to grow the company and make it bigger. They might not have time to do these other things. They, like you
The other
said,
steps.
it's a small thing. Like you said in the introduction, people have got goals, they've got bigger ideas, they've got bigger projections going on into maybe the future or whatsoever. So we want them to focus on the bigger things while we assist them with these things that they need on the ground.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
know, so you can take it as if, why would you hire someone to do something if you feel like you can do it as well? So the simplest answer is, you want to focus on so like in a corporate sense, the managers and the CEOs and the owners of the company, they focus on the bigger things of the business.
But
While is the other people are working, getting
day
the
to
job
day,
done,
day
the
to
day to
day.
day. So
Yes.
we are like your day to day on your idea.
While you
Yes.
be the CEO.
While you're, yes. So we wanna lighten the weight on your shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah. And do the basic thing that you don't have to do. You just throw us with your concept. I'm thinking about this. Let's do it. Then we just do it for you. You know, so it's like that. Yeah.
Colin, don't you find it crazy when somebody walks up to you and I need you to design me this logo. No? And because you are trained in this, it takes you 5 to 7 minutes, but you charge by the hour. So they feel like, but wait a minute, why do you charge by the hour if it only took you 12 minutes to design? How do you answer such a person?
Yeah, wow, that's an interesting one. And to come to that, um, so one thing that I've done also in my space is coming into this space. I used to listen to also a couple of other people that are already in the space. And that's how I even came across that. You remember when I was telling you about that Nike thing?
Yeah.
Yes, how it came about.
Yeah,
and all
the
that.
lady who designed
the
the
lady
logo.
who designed the Nike.
Yeah.
So this guy also, because they used to have these sessions where he's just coaching designers and stuff like that. And I used to watch his sessions a lot. What's his name again? Yeah, so that quite interesting. So he did say something like that. So what he said is something that I learned from him as well. So he said one time he was asked a similar question like that, and what he answered very interesting. He said, "It took me, uh, it took me 3 or 4 years
Yes.
to be able to do this in a short space of time."
Okay.
You understand? So
Yes.
he's, because you go through the process of studying and understanding the concept and being able to relate quickly with concept. You see me now at the stage where I am now. If someone comes to me and they project to me, "Oh, this is what I do," I'm like, okay, I'm like, yeah. And also, what makes it easy is that the previous jobs that I've already done. So already I know, maybe you're in hair, you're doing hair, whatever. Already the concept is there somehow. But also because you spend so much time learning before you actually start doing the actual job.
Yes.
So that's why it becomes easier for me to come up with an idea. So someone will be like, "Wow, how did you come up with this in a very short space of time?" It's because I've already spent a couple of years learning and educating myself in the space.
Yes.
Yeah. So now all I need is probably uh, to go back and refresh and just check. Well, okay, how can I make this unique? Or what is her concept? What is her idea? That is why I have that one-on-one session.
Yes.
So it's one of the ways that also makes it easier for me, because if someone tells me, "Oh, yeah, I've seen all these things, but I don't like most of these designs that I've seen already. I want mine to be unique. Just try to do something." So I get those people like that. So then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, all right." Then I'll ask a few questions also, which is one of the things that helps me. What colors?
Yes.
What do you think? So there's all these basic questions also that I ask, just to get a clear idea
A clear
of
picture
what
of
is
what
their,
this person is
yeah,
looking
what is
for,
their
yeah.
concept like, what is their, so that when I'm doing it, it will look as if magic happened, but actually I got most of the ideas from them.
Yes.
Yeah, so it has helped me a lot because I've learned to also listen to my clients.
If you listen, okay, that's how I've realized it. Like 60% of the job is done by just taking what they tell you and putting it down on paper. Because they might say, you know what, my star sign is Leo. Can I have something that includes like the jungle? have a
Yeah.
couple of felines there. They might not
Yeah.
necessarily be
Yeah.
lions, but yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Then like, oh,
Yeah.
then you go ding 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 ding, boom, you
Yeah.
do it like that.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is when they are giving me a briefing session, I'm just taking note of the likeliness of what I can do.
Yes,
Then the concept, obviously, okay, the idea they can flash it to me or whatever, but then in the end, most of them they say, no, but see what you can come up with.
yes,
So what I do is I combined my creativity and their idea. That's how it comes
that's how
together.
it comes together.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that you faced, common challenges that you faced in this line of
Oh, okay. The challenges. So basically, yeah. So nothing comes without challenges. The first challenge is obviously sometimes it's I get too much workload. I've got a guy who I'm working with. We are working together. He assists me with some of the designs, but I've been training him. So the biggest challenge that I've been facing is that I'll get people that want me specifically to do the design for them. Because there's a way in which I relate with my clients.
Mm.
So uh, I remember I tried a couple of two guys before to design something for me, and my clients were not happy. They're like, "No, but Colin, we know you can't design like
This
this.
was not designed by
This
you.
was not designed by you. This is not your work."
Mm.
So I've picked up that problem, which people, they most of my clients, they want me physically to do the actual design. So when I'm too busy and I give someone else to do the work, there's that issue of the work not having to, it's the quality not being good or whatever, or something happening there. The other one, obviously, it's the growth part of the company. I want to grow. I want to get the company better and bigger. So that is my idea. That is why I would want to spend a couple of time, maybe to get two guys that I can train and groom them to design to my standards, such that my clients don't feel like they are left out, like I didn't put a hand on it. So usually I want them to train them and get them to learn how I do my design so that they can understand. The other challenge, obviously, it's a couple of challenges, but the other challenge is also money wise. Yeah, the challenge is, in this space, sometimes you find that, someone will come to you, they say, hey, I want to design this thing, I want to get it done, and then uh, agana mali, and you really want to help. And then some of them, they'll promise you, no, I'll pay you on this and this date. And you'll be like, no, you do it in good faith, you get them done, their job done, you get everything done. Then now they cannot pay you, and now
The
you're
job
left
is
with it,
already
and the
done.
job is already done, and now you can't do anything with that. But that one, I've learned to sort it out. I've worked out specific policies to deal with that. So yeah, but those are the challenges.
There was a 15-year-old boy that was working on a design for you the other time when I was at your place. When he was literally, it was like an audition. He wanted to work with you. And like, no, it's fine. Here's my hardware. Create something. Then we'll talk after. Whatever happened to him?
Yes, he's one of the guys that I'm training. He's actually 18. That
He's
guy
18.
is
He's a
18.
small build. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He loves designs. He's done a couple of designs, but he's someone that can learn from me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to train him and get him to understand how the designs are done. So yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get him up to speed. Yeah, yeah. No, his name is Ian. Shout out to him. He's from Mozambique by origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a very, very clever kid. He can do some videos as well. He can do, these small clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No.
no, he's good. Yeah, he's someone that can learn quicker from me.
You were
Yeah.
supposed to send me what he was designing that day for me to have a look. That never happened. So yeah.
Oh yes, I was supposed to show you what he did that day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'll send you a couple of stuff that he's done for me,
Nice one.
so that you can see. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd
No,
love.
shout out to him. No, he's good. He's someone who learns faster.
Yeah.
He's got a thingy for creativity and design, and he's quicker to learn the thingy, the design thingy. Yeah. So yeah. Of course, he uses his own softwares to do the designs, different from the softwares that I use.
Okay.
Yeah, he uses the other platforms like Canva and yeah and stuff like that. I mean, I'm more into your CorelDRAW, Photoshop, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where do you actually want to take your company to? Where do you see it?
Yeah. So, well, I've got bigger dreams for Netcom digital design. Uh, I'm hoping that in the near future. So, every time when someone asks me that question,
Yeah.
in my head, I have this picture where I see like Netcom, but like in a building, but then there's like those backlights,
Okay.
like flashing in the like Netcom digital in the back. So that's how I usually see it when someone asks
So
me
like
that question.
Netcom goes to Las Vegas type thing.
Yeah, like
Flashing
you
lights.
see when you're driving, you'll be seeing like Netcom
Yeah.
digital somewhere.
Okay.
So I see Netcom to become bigger. They of course the only challenge that we have now is that people are believing so much in influencers other than actual marketing companies. That is the challenge, because now there's all this influencer culture that is going on now. Yeah, so but I still see Netcom being very valued, because one thing I've learned is that there's things that come and go, but there's things that stay forever.
That's true.
So I know this social media, this hype, it's gonna go.
It's
at
gonna
some
die
point.
down.
Yeah, it's gonna die down, and yeah. So, but where I see Netcom, I see us growing, getting bigger and better. I wanna employ people also to work with. Wanna grow, um, and of course, yeah, we just want to do better and grow. Yeah, basically.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Nice one. Colin, I know that you are an extremely private person. But what is actually stopping you from becoming an influencer yourself? I mean,
Well, I
most
think
influencers can't actually do like nothing. It's just the
yeah,
talking face.
yeah. Yeah, that question it's tricky for me. Yeah, you know why I cannot become an influencer? It's because I think, firstly, I don't have that kind of vibe. I think people want someone with that kind of vibe.
Nah.
Mina, I think I feel like I'm so business minded and so straight. So it's difficult for me to do this influential thing. If I become an influencer, uh, I would work better in influencing business people kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like maybe your type of like your Vusi Tembekwayo kind of
So
thing.
you'd be more of an advisor
Yes.
to the decision makers as opposed to an advisor to the
Yeah,
masses.
to the masses, because I cannot do weird things for like I can't do weird things. I'm so shy, bro. Like I'm not that guy. I'm not that kind. So yeah, but when it comes to, I can make very okay. If I can have someone who can do clips for me, I can do these short videos,
Yeah.
just advising people what they need to do, what they do, whatever.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
because one thing that I do basically on every single day, is that when I wake up, I make a list of what I need to do in the day.
Yes.
So that is one of the things. So what I can do is I just advise people, like give short clips where I'm advising people. When you wake up, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, or at least marketing, do this, do this, do this, tweak this, tweak that, do that, do that, do that. I can assist with that. But yeah.
No, the reason why I'm suggesting this is that I find that people find it easy to buy into a face
Oh
as
yeah.
opposed to a name.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be real with you. I understand where Netcom comes from, but it might as well
Yeah.
be based in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
right,
nothing
you're
about
right.
Netcom that says
Yeah.
Mbombela and Godini, Collen is black. You know?
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
yeah.
so that's the only reason why. So I
Yeah.
think every so often drop a clip, see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Drop a clip and see what
Yeah.
happens. Anyway, I'm supposed to tell you. Really.
Yeah, no, but thanks. That's actually very good advice. I actually love that. I think what I need to do is probably to have these short clips
That's
where I
it.
can, yeah, like maybe on Instagram, because I'm on Instagram. I'm also on like TikTok,
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, like those short clips where I can just say something and
That's it.
yeah,
The same things that you're doing in the morning, like now, how to start your business. Like, hey, welcome to another episode of Netcom. I
yeah,
am
yeah,
Colin.
yeah, yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom.
boom, boom.
Something
Just
like
short.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like
Even if
that.
it's recorded with the phone, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
No, yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. No, thanks so
Okay.
much for
I don't
that.
want. I'll send you the invoice. I'll
Yeah,
send you
yeah.
the invoice. I shall invoice you. I love you, but
The
guys.
invoice is welcome. Yeah, yeah. No, no. Thanks, man. No, yeah, yeah,
Anytime, my guy. Anytime.
yeah.
Colin, I'm sorry, Shem. I know that you heard you did mention that you are on TikTok and Instagram. What are your handles for both those socials?
Basically, if you just search for Netcom Digital Design
Yeah.
on Instagram, on TikTok, as well as on Facebook, you'll find us there. Then we also have a website, Netcom Digital Design. Then our WhatsApp number, it's also 083 515 7440. So you can get us through those platforms.
Is
Yeah.
is the pricing available on the socials, or do they have to
Uh,
go to the
yeah, on the
website?
socials, some of them they are there. Like for the website, I'm running some specials.
Yes.
Yeah, for the company registration and for the website.
Mm.
But in terms of the branding, basically, I'll need to know what someone specifically need so
Yes.
that I can price them on that. Yeah, because branding can be very broad. You know, some people want magnetic stickers, they
Yes.
want banners, they want all these kind of things. So, in regards to that, I don't really put prices for everything because we
They're
have to.
specific. Every step has got its own
Every step
costs.
has got its own cost. So, but for the website,
Yes.
there's a special for that, and for the company registration, there's a special for that. So yeah, it's, for the company registration, we've got a special for only 950. You get your CIPC registration, you get your BE, you get your tax clearance, then you get your CSP registered as well. Yeah, and
Okay.
then for the website, there's a special for just 999.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is $1,000. Then we build your website for you. Then in terms of the hosting, it's only 100 Rand every month in terms of the hosting. So yeah, but that is a basic startup normal website, like just a profile website. But
Yes.
if you want sophisticated website that they can buy online and things like that, those ones I have to coach you because I have to sit with you and you tell me so we can list all the products, all the things that you do, the things that people are going to be buying online because there's a lot of in and out. That one we need to actually sit with the client to discuss that, and then I do it for them.
So wait, Colin. So what happens if Leo finds a template on WordPress and he's bought this template, then he
Okay.
wants to turn this template into his website? How can you help him get it up and running and be 100% as well?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I can help you put it up online because all we have to do is purchase the domain,
Yes.
then we upload that on that domain that we purchased. So I
Yes.
can help you with that. That is if you did it, and because usually I don't know, some people install this when you install WordPress, some people install it on their local host.
Yes.
So it's not a host that is hosted by like maybe they didn't buy the actual domain.
So you would recommend somebody goes to a Hetzner as opposed to just Web Africa or
No,
MWeb.
no. What I'm trying to say is, if you've already purchased your domain,
Yes.
because you have the first step when you are buying a website, you have to get the domain first.
Yes.
So if you've already purchased the domain and you've got a template on WordPress, I can assist you with that because you're already on.
Oh no.
But if you've got a local host, like let's say maybe you didn't purchase it, but you downloaded WordPress on your local host, like on your PC.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can help you upload it on the normal website.
Okay, I get
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
get you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been super dope chilling with Colin Banda today, telling us all about how the whole IT side of things works and how he's gonna actually turn your business into the biggest startup of the year come year end. So, Colin, thank you for joining us on Inside Mbombela.
Thank you so much, Leo. I had a great time, by the way.
I like the sound
Awesome.
of that. I know you were nervous, but yeah.
Yeah. Starting up, I was nervous. I didn't know what was gonna come, but yeah, no, thank you so much.
Sure.
Great time.
No. Sidebar. You guys don't know this about this man, but this man was on Lake Gwala Gwala twice, and he only told us, his friends, 2 days after the fact. So I hope that he does the opposite now. Like, you're gonna share this with your people to say,
100%.
okay.
By the way, just when you're on that note, now I've been on Kuala Kuala now, I think a
It's
couple of
4
times.
Yeah, it's about
No, a couple of times now. So now we've got a program that we are running. So I've already done. It started last year, November.
Oh.
So I've already done 2 already. There were 3 for the Kuala Kuala. I'm on Nuko's FM. Then I'm gonna be on Tobela FM as well. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's a program that they are running. They are pushing us to, to promote our businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, you'll find me. I was on Thursday. I was with Shengiwe on the Kuala Kuala FM.
See, but you see what I mean? Like, you
usually
didn't tell us.
Usually, yeah,
How?
usually I don't talk about these things, yeah.
You better talk about this one.
talk about this one,
Thank you for proving my point. Because
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so Colin does
So yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm getting involved with. So yeah, it's a couple of stuff. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
No, thank you so much.
There you have it, ladies and gents. Another beautiful person with wonderful ideas to get you bigger and better. It's been real. I've had a blast. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Inside Mbombela, your boy, LeoGrant, out.